Callum, welcome to Bradford City. How does it feel to be here, first of all?
Yeah, delighted. It's been fairly quick really. I came and spoke to the manager last week and I knew straight away that I wanted to sign. There was obviously a bit of interest elsewhere, but delighted to be here, and it's quite early, sorted early, so I'm ready to go now.
How much does that help? We're still at the end of May, start of June sort of period, having your future settled at this early stage of the off-season and getting ready to go for pre-season, knowing where you're going to be, that must help.
Yeah, definitely. It's good, like mentally just being able to focus now on knowing where I'm going to be and preparing for pre-season and the season ahead, so it's a nice feeling. I'll go away later in the week, so I'll be able to concentrate on my programme and stuff that the lads will give me, so it's a good thing to get sorted and ready for pre-season.
You mentioned you've had a chat with the manager already. How did that go, and what was it that drew you to Bradford City? What was it that he was saying that made you want to come and sign?
Yeah, really good. I came last week, spoke to the gaffer and then David Sharp, who I know from Mansfield, and just obviously the size of the club. I'm sure everyone says that who signs here. I've played for big clubs previously in my career, and I've had promotions from this league. I've only had 2 full seasons in League 2 and I've been promoted both times, so I'm looking to try and make that 3 out of 3 hopefully. And the manager, said everything that I wanted to hear and told me the shape that he likes to play, the way that he likes to play. Obviously I know a few lads from the North East already. I know Brad Halliday well, came through Middlesbrough with him, and then I know Alex Patterson and a few other lads, and I've spoke to Brad as well, and he only said good things, and as did the manager. Just really everything he said was what I wanted to hear, and we had a good chat.
You mentioned the 2 promotions that you've had, one sort of towards the start of your career, but one obviously last season with Mansfield going up automatically. I guess having not just the experience of getting promoted twice from this division, like you mentioned in your only 2 full seasons in League 2, but having that recent experience as well, and knowing what is required to get promoted from this division, both as an individual and as part of a team in terms of what you need to build, that must come to quite a bit of a benefit for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. That was the first one was my first season in football, like men's football, with Aki, and that was unbelievable season, which no one expected. And then last season was obviously great as well, getting the promotion. I can see like sort of similarities between both teams, a mix of experience and youth. And I've spoke to obviously David Sharp and Genty, and they've said the same things. It's about that momentum and having that mixture balance, and having the experience of lads who've experienced it before. And I think it definitely benefits me, especially hopefully later on in the season, if you're in the running and you're there or thereabouts. It gives you that mindset that you've done it before, and obviously the experience hopefully will be able to help.
Talk to us a little bit about your career generally so far as well. You mentioned obviously started at Middlesbrough and spent a bit of time at Accrington Stanley and other big clubs. Portsmouth, spent quite a bit of time there in League 1 playing for Portsmouth. What is it that's brought you to this stage so far?
Yeah, I love Portsmouth. Ended up going there, and we were top of the league around Christmas time. We just missed out on promotion. Went up to Scotland for 6 months, which was obviously the Scottish Premier League, and we just maybe a bit too far away from home. I came back to Mansfield. It didn't quite work out there, but I loved my time there. Just 1 or 2 injuries, which was a bit unexpected because the rest of my career I've been fine with injuries. I've played a lot of games, and we obviously got promoted last season, and I played my part in that, which was good. And then it wasn't to be at Mansfield. I had a good chat with the manager, but everything, all the lads, the staff, everyone was great at Mansfield, and I wish them all the best in League 1. They were really good for me, and then found myself here, being a free agent this summer, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We know you're a right back. You've played in a few different positions as well, other than that, throughout your career so far. What kind of a player would you describe yourself as, for those who maybe haven't seen too much of you already? Yeah,
I've predominantly played right back in a back 4, and then if we play a back 3, and obviously the manager likes to play a back 3 or back 5 or whatever, I've played right centre back, and I've played right wing back as well. I think that's what I had a good chat with the manager about, where he sees me and where he asked me where I feel most comfortable, and I think we both had the same sort of idea of where I'd like to play and where I think I play my best football. Although I'd like to say versatile. But yeah, in that role, as a right back, I like to get forward and obviously defend first. So wherever the manager plays me, I think I've got quite good versatility and consistency.
Do you set goals in that sense, having had the conversation with the manager and knowing more about what role you're going to play in this team, where you're going to be playing and what's going to be expected of you in that sense? Does it make it easier for you to set yourself targets, set yourself goals and know what you want to achieve, both on a personal note this season and obviously as part of the collective?
Yeah, I think I do usually. Clean sheets is obviously the main one, depending where I'm playing, but I do usually like to get so many assists in the season, but obviously that depends where you end up playing. Obviously if you're playing right back, you end up getting more assists than if you're playing right centre back. But I do like to set goals, but then I also like to just concentrate on it game by game, and if we win the game then I'm not really bothered if I get any assists or not, as long as the clean sheets obviously is a bonus, but it's mainly about winning and getting promoted.
Just under a month now until you're back in pre-season training and meeting your new teammates for the first time. You mentioned you know a few of them already, but how much are you looking forward to being in that dressing room for the first time and linking up with some old faces, some old friends who you know already, like you mentioned, but meeting the rest of the boys and getting cracking on what we hope to be a successful season?
Yeah, definitely. It's always exciting, especially at a big club. It's always exciting to get started. Like you say, I know a few lads, which will be good to speak to them and chat to them. Obviously, like I said, I already spoke to Brad, and looking forward to pre-season. I know the plan is to go away. The manager told me that, and it'll be good hard pre-season, I've heard. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Final message for those Bradford City supporters. There's plenty of season tickets again sold here. You've played here before, you know what it's like. Are you looking forward to getting out in front of them for the first time? Yeah,
definitely, and then being behind us, and hopefully we'll get off to a good start, and we'll be able to keep it going, and everyone knows what their goals are this season, and we'll all be striving towards that.